Good afternoon, gentle friends. Welcome back to another day. So it is a bit later in the afternoon because I decided to go to Kroger this morning. They hadn't had a particularly good ad in several weeks. I mean, there was like one thing I wanted, but today there was like 10 things that I wanted. So they had a lot of stone fruits and berries and general produce on special. So I went to get that. I needed to get some more water. And I actually found a ton of really awesome stuff on closeout. And so I have a whole bunch of stuff to show you. But today is exactly the reason I don't eat before I go do errands. Because I got about half of the shopping I wanted done, and I started having trouble with my heart rate and my blood pressure. And so I kind of cut it a little bit short. I think today's Saturday, I think I'm going to go back. The ad changes on Wednesday, so I might go back like Monday or Tuesday. But by the time I got to the checkouts, I was having a lot of trouble. And one of the very nice gentlemen there, because I always use self-checkout, I actually asked him if he could help me because my heart rate was basically in the 160s, just standing there checking out. And I couldn't catch my breath. And yeah, so it was a little rough, but he helped me out. He rung up like the stuff in my bottom basket. I get the little cart with the top basket and the bottom basket. And a very nice young checkout or bagging gentleman helped me get the water in my car, and they were very, very good. So I got home and basically brought in the frozen stuff, and I had to lay down for a little bit, and then I just brought everything else in. And so it is now 3:15, and I haven't eaten yet today because that would have made what happened at Kroger even worse. So I am not really hungry because everything is screaming at me at the moment. But if I don't start with something now, I'm going to end up with a day of not eating anything. So here's what I'm going to do. 3:15, I am going to try and do this meal, another meal about 8-ish, and I think I'm going to have some fruit or some applesauce or something like that as kind of my nibbly bit. I have no idea. I haven't tracked anything. I haven't, who knows? Who knows what today's going to turn out like? But here's what we're going to start with. I have two of these are the bao buns that I had yesterday. They are these particular ones are pork, cabbage, and leek. And they're frozen right now, and you just put them in my case, I put them in the Instant Pot, 2 cups of water in the steamer basket. And like I said yesterday, do put a parchment paper sheet down, otherwise they super stick to the bottom of the steamer basket. So these are 150 calories per each one, and when I weighed them out yesterday, they were very close to 71 grams. I think one of them was together it was 146 grams. And so it's basically 300 calories for the 2 bao buns. And then this is, not that you can tell what this is, but this is my favorite sesame peanut noodle kit. It's rice noodles, and normally I would treat it almost like a ramen bowl and add some veggies and things like that to it, but I'm not going to. They have been very good And they give like the nutrition all the way across the board for these. So like, let me see here. I worked it out. Oh, there we go. Okay, dried rice noodles. So there's that. The noodle sauce base is there. The chili oil pack I don't use, so I took that out. Then there's a pickle pack, a sauce pack, and a peanut pack. And so this turns out to be, I think, like 620 calories. And then these are going to be 300. So I'm looking at almost 1,000 calories here if I eat all of this at one time. And that's okay because I really just feel like fruit and vegetables for the rest of the day, although my protein will probably be, I'd say, really low. Yeah. So, I don't know. Today is not about hitting my macros. Today is about getting through the rest of the day. All right. I'm going to cook this. I'll show you what comes in the pack. I'm going to get these in the Instant Pot. And then when I have recovered substantially enough, I will do a Frugal Food Find video with today's shopping, because I did find a whole bunch of stuff on clearance that I wanted to tell you about. All right. Let me show you what's in this bag. Okay. So I have the buns steaming in the Instant Pot. And so this is what comes in this particular kit. A lot of the noodle kits that I show you will have different stuff in them, but it comes with rice noodles, which you just boil until tender, just like really any pasta except they're a rice noodle. This is the peanut butter and sesame pack, and that's the little pack of peanuts. These are some pickled veggies. This is the dry sauce packet, and then at the top there is the chili oil packet. So I just throw out the chili oil packet. It is far, far, far too hot for me. And I just have this. I like to add veggies a lot of times. I do have some, but not today. I just can't right now. Okay, so this is how it comes. This is the peanut sesame noodles and the little peanut pack. And I decided to add, I forgot that I had, these are some seasoned bamboo shoots. I picked these up at my local international store, but I have bought them from Wee or Yummy, which is where I order a lot of my Asian foods from. And these particular ones, there you go, are 57 calories for 30 grams or 1/12 of the bottle. And that is 36 grams. So I am going to have some of that in there, and that will be lunch. Oh, and the bao buns are finished there. I've got to get those out of the Instant Pot. So this is really good. Like, it's exactly what I wanted. But Fitbit is giving me a heart rate warning. So 138 sitting at the table trying to eat. So I'm going to push pause and leave this for a little bit, go chill, and I'll come back to this, I guess. All right, good evening. I do apologize. I am filming this in my room and the air conditioner is on because it is sticky hot today. So, if you hear a roaring sound in the background, that's what that is. Okay. The day turned out to only be those sesame noodles. And I had some orange juice when I took my meds, and I had that little applesauce packet. But every fiber of my being is screaming at me. And I don't want anything else. I did break that noodle bowl down into 2 meals, and I didn't actually eat the other bao bun. I ate the filling part out of it. It has almost like a meatball. It's a pork, cabbage, and leek, almost like meatball in the center. And I gave my dogs the bun part itself, and I had one, and then I had like the little meatball from the inside of the other one. Okay, so I knew that my targets were all out today. So I am 315 calories under. I am, if you look at the protein, which I knew, the noodles there was no protein. And sometimes I'll add shrimp, and sometimes I'll add something else, or I would have balanced it out with something else later in the day, but no, it just is what it is today. So I was actually 71 grams under on the protein, but almost 40 grams over on the carbohydrates. And my fat, 30 grams under. I'm not too worried about the fat content. The sodium, almost all Asian noodle kits are going to put my sodium up, but I try to go between 3,000 and 3,500, and so it was 3,551. So it's okay. It could have been better, but it is what it is. Now, my steps so far are for almost 1,500 over my target, because I went out into town and did errands, and that's part of why every fiber in my being is screaming. So, there we are. Now, looking at the day, there's really not much to say. I adjusted the calculations for the bao buns. I had the noodle kit, and I had added those bamboo shoots to it. That was split over 2 meals, although I tracked it all on one. And then I had the applesauce and orange juice. I didn't do any of the extra. I didn't do the mailbox walk or the arm exercises today because I knew I was going to be out and I was going to get plenty of steps otherwise. So, yeah, that is how the day went.